Hi there. This is Annette Bridges here. I am an author, publisher, and women's retreat host. And today we are talking with, I am talking with Kim Hawkins, and we're going to be talking about the benefits of going on retreats. Kim is let me tell you a little bit about her. Kim is a social media communication strategist and teacher. She is an inspirational speaker, author, and artist. And Kim is also a gal that I have been on a retreat before, and we've attended the same retreat. So I know she has some things to share as we get to talking here about the benefit of retreats. So thank you, Kim, for joining me today.
Well, thank you for asking me, Annette.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're just going to jump right in there. So Kim, why do you love retreats? And maybe is there one aspect about going on retreat that you enjoy the most?
Well, I came to the realization that I like the intention of going on a retreat, because you have that anticipation of intentionally, you've set this time aside for this thing, whatever it's going to be. And I like the intention of it. As far as the aspect, though, if I had to pick one thing, it's going to be a toss-up between my own self-discovery, of what's going to happen, and getting to know the people who are actually participating in the retreat. Because you always come away with a different level of relationship with those people.
Yeah, true. I agree. Definitely agree there. Well, so you've been on retreats, lots of retreats in the past, or is this something you've done a lot of? I'm just thinking about, how have retreats impacted you over the years? It's kind of a new thing for me. I've only started going on retreats in the past year or so, but they've been life-changing. So I don't know, is there any, maybe talking about the impact of retreats in your life, or any particular life-changing transformational memory that you have from a retreat that you've attended?
Well, retreats as an adult, the whole retreating thing is more of a treat, it's something you give to yourself. But I also remember in my younger years, we used to look forward to like summer camp, or we had these church camps that we went to, and when you think about it, that's like the kid version of that. Yeah. And to be able to grow up later and do retreats again, it's like, well, this is kind of like going to summer camp again. You have that anticipation of meeting new people, doing some different things, and just getting away from whatever your norm is. So I think that's exciting. But, the whole getting away gives you that time to get out of your own head and get out of your own way as an adult. As a kid, you're not thinking of that.
Yeah. Do you remember the first time you did a retreat as an adult?
As an adult, I've done quite a few ladies' retreats with church group type, like the women's ministry retreats. And for a long time, I don't think anyone was more impactful with those type of retreats. You kind of know what to expect, but the excitement of being able to go is always, it's like I said, it's like a treat. And a lot of times there's women, especially in a church group, you see each other at church, but you don't get that much time to talk and socialize, church is only so long, and you're in and out, and that few minutes before and after, because, you got to get to lunch after, so. So it's, the last retreat that I just went on was such a different experience, because it was more like the giving myself permission to do something like whimsical almost, it's like, oh, okay. So it was a totally different feel than going on the church women's retreats type things.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, okay. When you think about, so you've done a lot more retreats than me, it sounds like, a lot of different types of retreats, and maybe some of the women listening that have never even been on a retreat, so they're getting a sense of like, whoa, what have I been missing? When you think about your retreat experiences, And do you think you could describe them in a series of one words, or what would that be? I like to play with words and think about words, so,
Well, one of my favorite expressions with anything is try it.
Mm-hmm.
Just try it. Because so many times we do things with preconceived notions of what it's going to be like. And by forming those opinions beforehand, sometimes we kind of cheat ourselves of what it could really be,
Mm-hmm.
So if it's something you haven't done, it's something to try. And then another thing is, I think, especially for women, that it's important that you learn how to nurture those relationships between women and get more of that one-on-one. Because even if you have a significant other, you have a spouse or whatever, there are certain things that you don't need to discuss with the guy in your life. You need to have those different relationships and build on those parallels. You've got to nurture those kind of relationships, because you can't count on this one person to be fulfilling all those things in your life. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a good way to get out there and test the waters on some of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear you there. Yeah, all right. So I don't know, so let's just pretend there's women out there hearing you and they've never been on a retreat before, and they're listening, and what would you say to them that in terms of like, try it? Yeah. So why should they try it? What do you think the real benefit? You've talked about that some, as far as, getting the perspectives of their female comrades, different from the male, but anything else that you would say the benefit for them would be?
Well, one of the benefits is because women they cheat themselves out of things. They're so busy giving everything to everyone else. I mean, by nature, most women are nurturers, but they also need to be nurtured. Mm-hmm. And so this is your time to get back some of what you need. Mm-hmm. You need time away, whether you realize it or not. You need to be free to eat M&Ms at midnight if you want to, or, whatever it is that's going on, that takes you out of where you're normally bound by all these responsibilities. Mm-hmm. If you want to get up and, have snacks in the middle of the night, or if you want to just, chit chat with girls at midnight and just like, oh, this is so freeing, so liberating. Because we're used to fitting into our roles of what we do. I'm the mom, or I'm the wife, I'm the, pet owner, whatever it is, got to walk my dog at this time. You're letting go of all of that, and you just get to be yourself.
You make me think about that no schedule. And I have a friend that she and her husband this past year is their first year of retirement basically, and they got a boat and they have been cruising, kind of around the United States, the eastern coast anyway, and then come down like the Mississippi, that type of experience, and different, I don't know what all they've done, but I love they named their boat No Schedule. They have no schedule painted on their boat.
Exactly.
That's like retreat, that's at least a lot of retreats are like that, where there's
it doesn't have to be a rigid thing, and most of them, they give you that freedom to participate as fully as you want or hold back some. They're not all going to be so structured. I mean, you do have to search for some, because sometimes it's like there's an agenda. but there are those that have that leeway in it, and if that's what you're looking for, that's something to take advantage of.
Yeah, I mean, that's I really, Kim, that's I had only been to one women's retreat before, when I decided that I wanted to host retreats too. It was that idea of, like I call my retreats Your Beautiful Escape, a retreat for women to breathe and be. And that was just, I don't think I need more of that, in my life all the time. And as I always say that, it's like something I say to my family, I just need some time to breathe. I'm out of here. And so that's what I wanted to provide. And I do want to provide for women those opportunities to do that. And, and yes, there may be times where I include some tools and activities that help nurture that and support that, you know, on the pampering side of things. But, you know, it is all about getting those deep breaths and relaxing. And because I do think we all need that. I know I'm not alone.
No, you're not. Not at all.
Not alone in needing that. So, yeah. But it is fun. I know that the retreat that Kim and I have attended together was a retreat that Diane Cunningham does, that hard art retreat. And so it was a lot of painting, right? And it was just so much fun, you know, that playtime. For me, it was like playtime and that creative time and just playing with colors. So yeah, I love to do that. I have all kinds of those things are available at my retreats too, if somebody wants to do, you know, I just try to provide a lot of things, you know, that women can do. But anyway, okay, so is there anything else that you would say to someone considering a retreat that maybe has never gone before? I know you said try it, but anything else you'd say to them? Maybe
I would say to them, don't think of this as a selfish thing. Mm-hmm. A lot of times people, I don't know, they just put guilt around certain things. And you know what? I'm not going on that whole philosophy, you deserve it kind of thing, you know, because that goes overboard too.
Yeah.
But don't think of it as being selfish. You can't pour from an empty cup. You know, so you've got to refuel and re-energize yourself. And this could be just the right thing for you.
So true. Yeah, I mean, whatever retreat. There are a lot of women hosting retreats, and it's true. I mean, just find what sounds like just entices you, and then just do it.
The right balance, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Oh, well, thanks so much, Kim. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts on retreats and your experience. I know they'll be.
I look forward to doing another one, and hopefully I'll be on one of yours too.
Oh, I hope so too. Looking forward to planning more and more retreats. So, yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kim. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
See everyone else later too. Bye.